Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, a brand new episode of LEGO Jurassic World Custom Dinos! Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to show some love to the like button. Smack that like button, that would be absolutely awesome sauce if we can hit 1,000 likes. Now, with that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, do not forget to also leave your ideas for custom dinos that you would like to see featured on upcoming episodes. There was one suggestion that I have been noticing over the last few episodes quite a bit, and I wanted to run the idea by you guys, and that was for a TMNT related custom dinos. So a lot of you guys have been like, hey, you should do a Ninja Turtle. Well, I thought, why wouldn't we do an episode where we do all 4 of the Ninja Turtles in one episode? That would be really, really, really fun. So let me know if that is something that you guys would actually like to see at some point. Definitely would not mind hearing from you guys in the comments section below. Now, with that in mind, of course, also let's get rocking and rolling with today's build. We have Amanda Kirby to assist us here today in our assembly process, so hopefully we will have some luck here. So let's make our way through to the laboratory, and let's get rocking and rolling. So today we're going to be doing the 3 different dinos. First and foremost, we're going to be kicking things off by one of your lovely submissions, and that one comes to us from Zach Minter, or maybe it's Minter, who sends in a Star-Lord Velociraptor. All right, I like it. I like it quite a bit. The Velociraptor idea, I like that, and why can I not find it? Isn't it? Okay, for some reason I thought that it was up at the top, but clearly it isn't. So let's get rocking and rolling. So Star-Lord, that's kind of an interesting choice. Again, if you also want to be featured on an upcoming episode, you can definitely do so by leaving the DNA code down below. Or if you don't have the game and you just have an idea for a character, or maybe you do have the game but you just want to have an idea for a character, you can name that in the comments section below as well. So it's kind of interesting, as I was saying, Star-Lord, because well, I guess like a dark red outfit. Again, I'm not sure which Star-Lord he's going for. Well, there we go. Now we know it is the red outfit. So the dark red. Let's see what other elements are present here. Okay, we got a little bit of blue. That's kind of interesting. I don't. Well, actually, no. His T-shirt was blue, and so were his jeans. So I guess that's fitting. I guess that does work quite well. And here we go. And then we have, last but certainly not least, GAC. Wow. Okay, I like it. I like it quite a bit. That is really, really nicely done. I love that red. That's like not the typical kind of red. It's like a much deeper, more saturated type of red, which is really, really nice. So thank you so very much for that. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we then proceed to our next build for today, and that is going to be the one, the only Green Lantern. That was another one of the suggestions that I saw quite a bit. At first I was like, okay, I'm going to use some dino that we've utilized a bunch of times, but then I'm thinking about it. I think, why don't we use a dino that we've used very rarely, like the Corythosaurus? I think we've used this dino very, very rarely. I think the only time we actually might have used it was probably for the Yoshi build, right? I'm trying to look at maybe the other dinos. I know that I've not done any designs for the Stegosaurus. I don't believe either. So that's something. Yeah, you see? Okay, let's do it then. We're gonna design the Stegosaurus into Green Lantern. Because why not? We gotta sometimes give a little bit of love to all the dinos. They are all awesome. Alright, so we've got the Dilophosaurus head, the Indominus head, the skeleton head. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Actually, the Spinosaurus, I kind of like that. There's the Stegosaurus, Triceratops, T-Rex, and then the Raptor. Okay, so the reason why I'm liking the Raptor is because you notice that pattern right there on the top of his face. I'm assuming we can change the color of that. And I just like it because it will look like Green Lantern's, like, you know, the little mask that he wears, the little green eye mask that he wears. So I think that could work really well. So let's go with that. For torso, we have Ankylosaurus, Spino, and then Stago. I think we'll go with the Stago. That's the most natural looking of the bunch. Then we have Ankylotail. We have the Dimorphodon tail. It's interesting that he keeps the spikes no matter what. And then the Stegosaurus. He only kind of like changes the tip of the tail, which is kind of interesting. And now let's get to the coloring side of things. Okay, that is way too bright. Okay, that is not bad. Let's see. What about this one? Well, I think that it is closer to this green, to be quite honest. It's not quite that dark green, and obviously the Green Lantern's outfit is predominantly black and green. So those are the main colors that we're going to go for. Okay, there we are. So we can bring a little bit of this green, or maybe even this one. Nope, that's too bright. Let's see. I think this is the best. Like, this is a perfect green, honestly. So we're going to bring that around his eyes there to kind of mimic the whole outfit. And then we're going to put a little bit of black because, of course, he is pretty much black and green is the main colors that are present on the attire, which is pretty awesome. So I think that this is turning out quite well. So there we are. And let's see what kind of different prints we could utilize here. So we have our cow print. There's the default print once again. There's giraffe print. That looks kind of interesting. Leopard print, pixels, polka dots, speckled, stars, and wowzers, that looks amazing. The tiger stripes is what we're going with. That just looks too cool to give up. We're going with that. We're going with that. We're going with that. That looks absolutely awesome sauceum. All right, so now we get to the big build, and I mean the biggest build that we have ever done, and that is for Galactus. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Of course, we've seen a Galactus design before. There's been a submission, I believe, from one of you lovely folks for design, but we are doing our own rendition of it. We are going to redesign this Brachiosaurus into our own design for Mr. Galactus. I'm going off of the picture that you're seeing currently on your screen. So that's something that a lot of you guys were like, hey, that could be a pretty cool idea. So I'm going to try it out here, see if you guys like that idea or not, have the little picture pop up so you can kind of see like, oh, that's what I'm referring to in terms of colors and such, and what I'm basing my designs off of. Now, I'm thinking, I really like the Brachiosaurus choice, but I'm also thinking, wouldn't the Apatosaurus be a really cool choice as well? Because I feel like we could have more design choices with this one. Like, you see, we have way more options, I think, than with the Brachiosaurus. I guess we could check. Let's check first. All right, so let's test this out. We are going to go ahead and change things up here. Okay, so for the head, I think I understand the spikes. I understand the Triceratops spikes coming up because Galactus does have these kind of like two pink horns sticking out of the sides of his head. So I understand where that's coming from. But I almost feel like the Dilophosaurus could kind of mimic that as well, you know, with the two little flaps on the side there. So that's what we're going to go with, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. Plus, I think the Dilophosaurus head is a little bit more menacing, and it allows you to, of course, have a shooting variable as well, which is awesome. And for the torso, we are going to go with something a bit more armored up. So either the Stegosaurus or maybe the Ankylosaurus, because I think I want to have him, like, you know, when you look at Galactus, you can see he's got a lot more kind of like plating, and it's like a layered armor. So I think because of that, the Stegosaurus is what we're going to go with. And then for the tail, we are going to go with, ooh, okay, that looks pretty cool, actually. Ooh, okay, that's the coolest, because it's just like a giant club, like his giant fists. So that would work quite well, I would imagine. All right, so we have the design fully done up. Now we need to get to the coloring side of things. Now, I like the pink, like I think it looks cool and everything, but I almost think I'm going to flip it on its head and instead go for blue as the main color, and then use pink to kind of bring more accents to the design. So we're going to go with the blue. And I think that's about as good of a blue as we have. I think this one is maybe a little bit too bright, but actually it looks kind of awesome, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna... Is this one too bright? Yeah, that one's too bright. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. Then we are going to bring in some pink. So, ooh, I kind of like that. Like, I like kind of the split color design. That kind of works very, very well. Let's see, this pink, maybe this purple kind of pink. I think this might be the most... No, that's too... Nah, that's too bright. I don't want it to be that saturated. I'm leaning either towards this one or honestly this one. I think this one looks good. So that's what we're going to go with. And then last but certainly not least, we're not going to use neither blue nor pink, and instead we're going to use some black to kind of bring some more accents to the entire design. So let's see, in terms of patterns, we have the cow print. That doesn't look great. Ooh, I really like that. That looks quite awesome, to be honest. Giraffe print looks interesting. Leopard print's alright. Pixels, polka dots, okay, I like it. Speckled. Stars, ooh, tiger stripes. I like that quite a bit too, but I think the default is the most cool looking of the bunch. Whoa, I am like really, really pumped up about this. So there's the dino DNA for the Brachiosaurus. Galactus design, which looks pretty awesome. And I'm pretty sure that I forgot to show you guys the Stegosaurus design that we did for Green Lantern. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. There it is. So with all that in mind, we now get to travel to our dino summoning facilities. And we get to summon in some of these, hopefully pretty awesome creatures. All right, so we have Star-Lord Velociraptor, which is a submission by one of you lovely folks. Of course, again, keep those submissions coming, guys. The last episode did tremendously well with Barney the Dinosaur, which was honestly very surprising to me because I was like, is anybody gonna get this? And like, was this just like a troll choice? But no, you guys were like, yay, it looks cool and awesome. So I was super duper happy about that. All right, so with that in mind, let us begin. First and foremost, I guess what we're gonna do is summon in the Velociraptor, and we can do that over here. So let's do that. So this is gonna be the Star-Lord Velociraptor. Whoop-bam! There it is. Looking pretty cool. I wonder if maybe a little bit of a darker blue would have worked better. I'm not sure. Maybe it would have been clashing too much with the design, but there is something kind of cool about having Star-Lord as a Velociraptor, because of course Chris Pratt was taming Velociraptors in Jurassic World, and Chris Pratt played Star-Lord as well, so it's kind of like a lot of meta going on there, and way too many different combinations of Chris Pratt. I guess Chris Pratt is like every character now, which, hey, that's a good thing by me, because he's an awesome actor, and he's a lot of fun to see on the big screen. So, with that in mind, and now we're going to go ahead and summon in our two other designs, which was, of course, the Stegosaurus Green Lantern, and then we also have to summon in our absolutely massive and ginormous Brachiosaurus Galactus, which will be pretty fun, I hope. All right, so here comes our Green Lantern. Ooh, that looks awesome. That's like an army color type outfit, I will admit, but I think it turned out quite well. There's the Stegosaurus. The animation for the Stegosaurus is kind of weird, is it not? Like, I don't know why. I feel like its legs are moving like really bizarrely. Like, what's happening? It's like, I don't understand. Like, is it just me or does it look kind of strange? I'm not sure, but it does look a little bit strange to me. Let's see the Velociraptor and the Stegosaurus go at it. Let's see if we can have them fight. Bring it on! There we are. We've taken you out. What you gonna do? Here's a little bit of a tail whip. Wha-bam. Bring it. Bring it on. You've just been taken out by the Stegosaurus. I like it. I really, really do like it. I think the design turned out very, very well. I think it's quite cool, honestly. Look at that. That looks pretty neat. And I like how we have the eyes and everything. It looks awesome. I think it turned out quite well. All right, so with all that in mind, now we got to summon in the big one, the big boy, Mr. Galactus. And he is not going to be a cloud the way that he was in Fantastic Four, the movie, the second one. Rise of the Silver Surfer, I believe, was the name of it, the full name. Here we go, Brachiosaurus. I hope he looks cool. Oh my goodness! This is amazing. Look at these colors, guys. Look at these absolutely awesome, vibrant colors right here. Oh my googly moogly. Look at Galactus towering over the entire Jurassic world, Jurassic Marvel world here. Look at this. He's got a tail whip attack. Oh my goodness. He just knocks everything out with one shot, which is not surprising, of course. He also has the Dilophosaurus spit now, which is pretty phenomenal. And my goodness, I think this thing turned out incredibly, incredibly well. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments section below. I'm looking forward to hear from you lovely folks, whether or not you like this design or dislike it. Definitely be honest. Let me know in the comment section below. On top of that, leave, of course, other ideas and designs for custom dinos for Lego Jurassic World. As always, guys, have an absolutely fantastic day. Smack that like button. Let's go for 1,200 likes, and I will indeed catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone. This looks awesome. Seriously. I love this. I never thought that I would love pink and blue in such a combination. Wowzers.